Hello everyone. For those of you that haven't had the pleasure of meeting me before, my name is Jerry Lockspeiser. I'm one of the three people that started the Millione wine. The other two gentlemen on my left, Cliff Robertson and Mike Paul, are my partners in crime in this little project. I thought I would just tell you what you're drinking, tell you what our project is, and tell you how you can help us. After me, I'm going to show you a 2-minute video about Sierra Leone with some of the people, the schools and the kids that we are trying to help, which then will be followed by Nicholas Owen, the broadcaster, in discussion with Mohammed Silla, who is the ActionAid country director from Sierra Leone. Millione is, as you're drinking now, a lightly sparkling, in Italian, frizzante, rosé, made from Chardonnay grapes with a very small amount of Merlot added, which is why it's pink. Secret recipe made for us by the winery which Cliff represents in the UK. The winery is called Schenk, and it's in northern Italy, near a town called Bolzano, and hiding just under the very tall mirror there is Daniele smiling and Roberta, who are from the winery this evening, who have come to join us. The reason we chose to make this project with a sparkling rosé is that sparkling rosé symbolises for us celebration and friends sharing a good time together. And the themes for what we do are people sharing friendship amongst each other and celebrating good values and each other. And I'll come on to that in a second. So we made this wine, but why did we make this wine? What's the project about? So just to go back one step, I've been a supporter of ActionAid, who are our partner in this project, for many, many years. And I went to Sierra Leone with ActionAid to see some of their work and see some of the schools in February last year. And when I was there, I saw the enormous need for education. And one thing particularly struck me, one conversation I had there really struck me. I was visiting one of the schools, actually one of the ones you're going to see on the video, and one of the elders of the community, a woman who was in her 70s, came up and thrust a bit of paper in my hand and said, "We need you to help us." And I said, "Well, tell me what you need." And she said, "We don't need your charity. We need you to give us the seed so we can grow the tree and harvest the fruit." And I thought that was really an important point. And obviously what she meant is, in our discussion, was if you can give us the money to build the schools, we'll build the schools, we'll run the schools, we'll educate our children, and they will be the fruit. Educated children is the future of this country. So that really stuck in my mind. And when I came back from Sierra Leone, I was at the time having conversations with these two guys about could we think of new, interesting business ideas to do in the wine industry, because we've all been in the wine industry for most of our careers. And they said to me, "How do you get on to Sierra Leone?" And I said, "I had a great time, it was very interesting. These people really need some assistance with kickstarting education." And we were discussing it, and we said, why don't we put these two things together? Why don't we put our wine experience together with the need in Sierra Leone? Why don't we make a wine brand which we can give people a really good drink in the UK, and at the same time create funds to help build the schools in Sierra Leone? So that was the origin of what this was about. And then we thought, okay, let's be ambitious. So we decided that we would try and create £1 in every bottle that we sell to go to the fund to build the schools. And we would try and sell 1 million bottles and therefore raise £1 million. If we do that, we can build 20 schools. It costs £50,000 to build a community primary school in Sierra Leone. And if we build 20 schools, we'll educate 10,000 kids every year for many years in the future. So we thought, well, if we're going to try and be ambitious and do 1 million, let's call it Millione. Particularly as we'd sourced it from the winery in Italy, we thought we'd come up with 1 million, let's call it Millione because it's Italian. And unlike fair trade products, obviously there are no fair trade products from the Northern Hemisphere. This was a specific project where we saw the Northern Hemisphere giving back something to the developed world. So we had to get our pound a bottle. How are we going to get our pound a bottle? We went to everybody, including the winery, the people who are selling the wine, the marketing company, the design company. We asked everybody to work for a reduced margin or for as low a margin as they could in order to give us the extra pound a bottle. And everybody, including the bank, I'm delighted to say, said yes. So we got our bottle through everyone in the supply chain making an effort. We then formed a not-for-profit company, the three of us, Cliff, Mike and myself, called the Millione Foundation, to make it clear to everybody that we weren't doing this for any profit for ourselves. We're doing it to have a good commercial product which gives a great drink to the consumers, to you guys, but also has values which helps build the schools in Sierra Leone. So this is all owned and run by the Millione Foundation, which is a not-for-profit company. To get 1 million bottles is a lot. We needed to get into big distribution, so we went to all of the supermarkets and to Laithwaite's Wine, all of whom we knew from our past experience, and explained our project, made a presentation, asked them to stock it, and I'm delighted to say that everybody said yes. So we've been selling it since last July, kicking off in different stores in the second half of last year. Our purpose in this is to create, if you like, a Millione community. It's all about everybody participating in the project, from the wine producer, the people selling it, obviously all the retailers, the Millione Foundation, critically the consumers, all you guys and all the people buying it in the stores, and of course the people in Sierra Leone. So our idea is to make people understand that this is, we're not asking people to give money, we're asking people to really enjoy themselves, having a nice drink, and at the same time benefiting others. And we all feel part of this Millione community, so our slogan is "Be one in a Millione," as in everyone's special, everyone's one in a Millione. So you're all one in a Millione tonight. The most important, when we've done this, we thought this is all fantastic. We need to try and draw attention to the product. Marketing, advertising, we don't have an advertising budget. We did a lot of PR with ActionAid, did a fantastic job contacting lifestyle magazines. And we also had, fortunately, were able to meet a lot of well-known faces, if you like, celebrities such as Emma Thompson, Stephen Fry, many others, who allowed us to video them, and we put them on our website and on our Facebook page saying, "My name is, I'm one in a Millione," and talking about what a great product it is. This got us a lot of attention, and we've got, if you'd like to go on the website, it's oneinamillione.com. There's a lot of information, and there's all the videos there. And if you would like to be videoed yourself this evening, Chris here is lined up. We'd love to have more people talking about the wine, talking about the project, so please go and be a video star for a short period of time. So how are we doing? So far, we've sent £100,000 to Sierra Leone, to ActionAid in Sierra Leone, to build the first 2 schools, which will be starting soon. They have started. Mohammed will tell you more, because he's the country director of ActionAid there. So they have started, and as they start, we will be getting video updates on our website for people to see what's happening. So I'd just like to, my last point is, how can you help us? Well, first question is, do you like the wine?
Yes!
Good, because if you don't like the wine, I'm dead. So, if you like the wine, you can help us, of course, by buying lots of it, and all the stores where it's available is indicated on the website, store by store, address by address, but basically it's Laithwaite's Wine and all supermarkets. You can tell your networks about it, please, and encourage them to buy it. You can use it at any functions that you have, which would be incredibly helpful, and if you want to buy it for functions, this man's company, Robeston's Wine, wholesale it and supply it by the case, so we can give you information about that. And of course, if you don't like any of that, you just like to give us lots of money, you can donate money to the cause, which you can do either by giving us money, or you can go on the website and hit the donate button and do it that way.